Hi, my name's Abby and I just wanted to do a really quick video to introduce myself and tell you why I'm doing this and what it's all about. My name's Abby and I run a company called Darley Dance. We are an event entertainment company that specialises in pro dancers, showgirls, pro cheerleaders, characters, event hostesses for events all around the East Midlands and around the UK. We started end of 2008, beginning of 2009, and obviously have been going since then. Before that, I ran a dance school. I'm a dancer by trade, that's my training, that's my background, and I ran a dance school and then realised really that my heart lay in performance and events, and started working. I came out of education of dance and moved more into working with professional dancers. We hire a number of freelance dancers who work for us, either work for us and many other dance companies similar to us, so they will do kind of casual events, one-off events all the time, and they'll make a living doing that, or they work for us in between their contracts when they're off the cruises, when in between working abroad, or whatever their longer contracts are, they'll come to us for, I don't necessarily want to say casual work, but kind of the more one-off events and things like that. So we work with a huge amount of dancers and on a big rotation. We work with dancers at all different points in their career, whether they're just starting out, whether they've been doing it for years, whether they're getting to the end and wondering what's next. You know, we have all different dancers, all different ages, all different specialists, and yeah, it's great, and it's a great industry to be in, and it's a great job to do, and I'm certainly not complaining. The reason that I wanted to do this blog or vlog or whatever it sort of turns out to be is simply because in working with the dancers for years, we get asked so many questions. They feel it's nice to be able to give dancers the opportunity to ask those questions as well, because I think if you work in a lot of other industries, you can perhaps maybe, if you want to work your way up the ladder or know what's next, you can go to your line manager or your boss or someone equivalent and ask them, you know, what do I do next, or how do I get to the next step, or how do I get to the next phase. Whereas with dancers it's a little bit different, because you kind of have to create your own path and you have to do it your own way, so it can be hard to know where to go next, who to turn to, who to ask. And I think that because of the competitive nature of dancers, sometimes dancers feel self-conscious asking other dancers and showing that vulnerability, or showing that vulnerability to dance companies. So it's nice that we have tried, for our dancers in particular, to create a safe space where they can talk about it and they can ask the questions. And so with that in mind, and our dancers do that all the time, and I hope feel like they have a safe place to do that with us. So that's kind of what I wanted to create here. I wanted to kind of throw that out a little bit more. I think that there is a myth that dancers can be extremely bitchy, and I'm sure that some can, and that you kind of have to step on each other to get what you want, and you really don't have to do that. You can be kind and be nice and still make a living in the industry, and you can, there are companies out there that want to help you, that are happy to answer questions and happy to kind of help you along the way. So I want to give you an insight into what it's like from our point of view, from our side, and try and help anyone that wants to be a dancer and that wants to progress as a dancer, as a professional dancer, and hopefully then we can answer questions that you might have, or we can be here for you and show you another side, or show you what it's like. The reason that it's aimed really, and I've called it the female dancer, is because obviously talk from experience, and the bottom line is I have so much more experience working with female dancers and obviously being a female dancer. So guys, we're not trying to cut you out, like, you're very welcome to be here, but it's a very different industry for guys than it is for girls. And I think that, you know, well, if you find the information useful, then great, but perhaps maybe you won't find it as useful as if you're coming at it from a female point of view. So that's the only reason why There's no other reason why. It's simply talk about what you know. I intend to do videos with tips, with interviews. We have a lot of dancers that work for us that have agreed to speak to us and have agreed to kind of talk about their experiences, which is so cool, because I think talking to dancers about their experiences is invaluable. You know, finding out what it's like for someone else is so helpful to see what it might be like for you, or to see where you might be able to go. We want to do interviews with different people that might be hiring and companies and things like that, and we want to be able to do tips. And also I'm going to do some behind the scenes vlogs as well, for what it's like at our events and for our company, and what it's like from our point of view as well when you apply to us, and what we're looking for. And yes, okay, companies are different and everybody's different, but just to give you a bit of an insight into our process of choosing girls, of working with girls, of doing events and all that kind of thing. So we want to do some behind the scenes stuff as well. And if you have any questions, or if you have anything that you want to ask us, or that you kind of think would be helpful, then let us know, because if I can't answer it, or we can't answer it here, or one of the dancers can't answer it that we have working here, then we might be able to find someone that can answer it. So, you know, we want to feel like you can ask anything. This isn't a place, this isn't a place where we're going to be posting jobs out or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's not a place for competition or pushing or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's literally just, I want you to be able to come here, ask questions, see behind the scenes, see some tips, see some advice. Going to hopefully find some people that will be able to give you some really strong advice. And yeah, this isn't a place to be competitive or a place to worry about how you're coming across. It's just a place for you to be able to find some answers for working in a difficult industry, and hopefully show to you that it's totally possible to make a living as a dancer, despite the fact that so many people will tell you that it's a crazy idea. Of course you can make a living as a dancer, you can make it happen, and whatever path you choose to take and however you choose to go down that path, we want to be here for you, and we want to show you that it's totally possible. You can do it, and we're going to back you and help you in any way that we can. If you want to subscribe to our videos, then you can. There's a way of subscribing on the website. We won't bombard you with spam, won't be emailing you about jobs or anything like that. It's literally, we will just let you know when there's another video coming up on the blog, on the website. If you do want to know more about my company Dali Dance, then we have another website. You can go and have a look at that. We have all the social media, Facebook and all that kind of stuff. You can go and have a look at that as well. So if you have any questions, then that's great. Let us know, drop us an email or let us know. And if you think of anyone that might, you know, benefit from this or benefit from these videos or anything like that, then share away and invite them as well. And sign up, subscribe, and we will let you know when there's more videos coming out. And thank you. I look forward to where this is going to go and what we're going to do, and I'll see you soon.